So we have seen how our services are all running in our ECS cluster. We have our one cluster that is running 4 different services. All of them, they are working, they are running, and they are communicating with each other. We have checked the logs, and so now we are going to pass down to the application. We are going to do a code change on one of the services and push it and see how the update is done by GitHub Actions, because we have configured a pipeline for that purpose. So back to our code, we have e-commerce ECS app for the repository name, and we have our workflows under .github/workflows. We have the four different workflows for each of the different microservices, and each of the microservices are configured in a particular folder in the same repository. We have the client, we have Java API, we have Nginx, and we have Node API. It is configured in such a way that a change in any of these folders is going to trigger the workflow of that the workflow of that particular folder of that particular microservice. So here, for instance, we are having for the client and the Angular app, and yeah, we have environments. Those are the secrets that we have to, the environment variables, by the way, and these secrets are supposed to be stored in our GitHub secrets. We have the Mongo URI, the MySQL host, the MySQL user, MySQL pass, the AWS region, and the GitHub role. For the repositories, we have the name client, Java API, Node API, Nginx. For the Angular task, we have to give it the Angular task. For the ECS cluster, we have to give it the cluster, and so on. So for the job, first we have to build it. The different steps are involved. Here are the different steps that are involved. It has to configure the credentials, log into ECR, get the version file from our, they get the version from our version file. Here, this file is just carrying the version of the application. Next, it's going to build the Docker image. After building it, we have to scan it with Trivy. Yes, it scans the image here and exits. Here is an error. It's a fail if vulnerabilities are found. So since it is 1, if it was 0, that's when it will not fail. But we exit 1 if there are vulnerabilities. And we see we have to output the results in a table form. We can either put it on our GitHub security observations, or we can output it directly during our build here. So that's what we have chosen, is going to output in a table form on our logs. After testing that everything is fine, that's when Trivy scan passes. That's when it goes into tag and push the Docker image. It tags the Docker image with the version and the latest, and then push it to here. It tags it with latest, and here it tags it with the version, and then push it to our GitHub, our ECR private repository. After the push has been done, now we have to deploy, and it deploys now to our ECS task, and it will choose the particular service that we want. Like here, we need our Angular task. So let's see where it's going to choose it. Yeah, here is going to choose this, the task definition. That's our Angular task, this one, and we configured it above here, ECS Angular task. So it's going to look for this task. When it looks for that task, it's going to modify with the new image the new image that has been recently pushed, because it's the task definition. When it pulls the task definition, is going to store it. You see, when this command runs, it's going to output it to this task definition.json, and now it's going to update. It's going to update this task definition with the new image here, and then it will therefore this step is actually to update the task definition with the new image URI. It has to run a new revision, and then when the new revision has been set up, it's going to now pause a deploy here. So let's do a change inside this client. Let me just take the Docker file. I'm not changing anything in the code. Let me just do a little modification there, and I'll save it. So I'm going to trigger Angular service, commit it, and synchronize. So first off, let's see our Angular app on GitHub and look what will happen there. I'm not sure the workflow has been triggered already, so let's refresh and see. That is it, that has been triggered. So presently it's running the workflow. Yeah, so presently it's building the Angular app, and after this it's going to deploy to ECS. So since it's going to take some time, I'm going to pause the video and come back when it's done. All right, so after the little pause there, we notice that the deployment has been completed, and we come to the cluster. We see that we are seeing blue and green there, so it's the blue is the new one that is being updated to replace the green one. Okay, and if we choose this task definition, this that service, what we are going to see, oh, it's already updated. Let me see the tasks. Yeah, so this one is running, this one has been stopped. All right, this is the former container that was running, and this is the new one that has just been deployed 19 seconds ago. So we notice that each time there is an update, immediately our ECS is updated instantly, and our app continues to function seamlessly. Yeah, so since we confirmed that our service is running successfully, what we can now do is destroy our infrastructure so that it will not make us to incur costs. And another thing that is so wonderful about Terraform is that all that infrastructure can be destroyed with a single command. You notice that after the other, we'll just run this one, and the whole service comes down. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching thus far. I hope you liked it.